Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Well, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this bag. This bag comprises of flap, top base, the back, the side, bottom which is the base, and the front. So this video is going to be strictly for the pattern drafting. In my next video we are going to make the bag. So let's get started. So these are the materials I'm going to be working with. This is a fiber. This is not board. This is not a carry board. This is called fiber. Okay. This is double-faced leather. Double-faced leather, I'm going to be using it for the side of the bag. Okay, please ignore this my jaga or whatever it's called on the leather. I'm going to work on it in a way you are going to understand. This is what I have left, so I just want to manage what I have. Okay, I'll just explain what I've done here. Okay, so there are two ways you can make the bag. You either include the flap or you detach the flap. So let's start with you including the flap. Now if you want to include the flap, this first thing, for the measurement of our bag, the width, which is from here to here, is 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches. That's from here to this place. The height of the bag, that's from here to here. The height of the bag, okay, let me use the picture. The height of the bag, that's from here to this place, is 7 inches. From here to this place is 6.5 inches. Okay, this is the base. The base, which is the bottom part of the bag. The bottom part of the bag, this is the base. From here to here is 3 inches. From here to here is the same 6.5 inches. The back is the same measurement with the front. We have the top base. The top base from here to here is 1.5 inches. The flap from here to here is 4 inches, and it's the same thing with the width. Now if you look at the bag, you see that there is a slant. The bag is not straight like a rectangle or a square. There is a slant. So to get the slant, all you have to do from this front, now remember this is the top part of the front. This place is the top. Let me do it this way. This is the top part of the front. Here is the top. That's the upper part. Okay, where the flap is going to cover. Here it's up and connected to the base. Here is down. Good. So from up now, you are going to come in by 0.5 inch. 0.5 like this. 0.5 inch. 0.5 inch. And connect from that 0.5 inch. You connect it to the end of this base. You connect it to the end of this base. For the back, now you know here it's connected to the base, which means here is not the top of the back. It means this place is the top of the back. So from this top of the back, you are going to come in again by that same 0.5 inch on both sides. You come in by 0.5 inch and you connect it straight down. You connect it straight down. I hope this is making sense. The top base, like we said, from here to here is 1.5. Please, I want you to understand that this measurement, ignore all this line for now, but this measurement, that's from here to this place, is the exact measurement I said you should cut, which is the width at 6.5 and from here to here at 7. So forget about this line that I've drawn here. Do you understand? This line that I'm explaining is how to get the slant. This line is how to get the slant of the bag, not the exact measurement I cut initially. Now we are trying to get the slant. Please, oh, don't get confused. So now this top base, I said from here to here is 1.5 inches. Good. Remember, from here we've already connected, we've already subtracted 0.5 here and 0.5 here, which means we are left with 5.5 inches. Okay, so the top base have to be the same measurement with the top. All you have to do is connect down that same 0.5 that you subtracted from here, connect it down to the end of the top base on both sides. Now for the flap, should in case you don't want to detach your flap, the flap is still connected to the top base. The measurement from here is 6.5. To get that slant from this top base, that you've connected, just connect it downward, and that's it. Please forgive the way I'm sounding. I'm actually unwell, but I'm just trying to get strength to do this video. Okay, so once you've done the connection, you now know that all this, since you've gotten the slant, all this part, you are going to cut it out. You are going to cut all this part out. By cutting it out, you will get the slant. Okay, now should in case you want to detach your flap, should in case you want to detach your flap from the back base and all of that, please note that to detach the flap, you have to carry the top base alongside, which means if you are detaching the flap, for example, it means you are going to cut this place out. But to detach the flap, you cannot use this measurement whereby you cut it. You can't use this measurement. It means you have to draft another pattern for the flap. What do I mean? Take for instance, this is what we are working on. Remember, from here to here is 6.5, and our flap from here to here is 4 inches. This is the top base. The top base 1.5. Okay, so the flap have to be connected with the top base. Now for you to sew the flap back to the body of the bag, you will need an additional measurement of 0.7 inch, 0.5, 0.7 inch, depending on the size of the bag. So this is a small bag. I'm using 0.7. Okay, so this is the allowance that you are going to be using to sew the bag back to the main body of the bag. Now it doesn't end here. Now you remember from our top base here, this is the top base. You remember from the top base here, we subtracted 0.5 inch on both sides. Okay, we subtracted 0.5 inch on both sides. So you are going to connect it here as well. Just take your ruler and connect it back. So you just take your ruler and connect it back. Do the same thing here. So once you've done that, from here you are still going to rule a straight line down to the end like this. Connect it down to the end of the flap, just like this, just to get the slant. Now it's additional 0.7. Of course, it's not going to be the same measurement like this. Do you understand? We have this measurement here is the same measurement that we have here, right? Now to connect this, to sew this to this back, to sew it to the back, all you have to do is come in by that same 0.5, which is the same measurement here, right? 0.5. Just take note of it. 0.5, take note of it. Okay, from the 0.5 you are going to come in by another 0.5 again. So you are coming in twice. So you connect this one downward, then you get another slant. You connect it like this. This is how you are going to connect it, just like this. Okay, which means you are cutting all this part out. You are going to cut all this part out. Okay, now I've cut it off camera. You can see this is the part that we are going to be sewing. We are going to be attaching this place to the back, and because we are attaching, I'm going to cut this place off from the base. Now I'm going to cut it off because now I'm not going to be needing this part anymore. I already illustrated this so you will understand how to go about it if you don't want to join the flap. I think I'm going to be using this method. I've not done this method in any of my videos before, so let's do this detachable method. So I'm going to cut this place out now. So remember, this is the back, this is the top part of the back. Now look at what we did here. I want you to understand why we cut it out like this. This is how we are going to be sewing it. This is how the bag is going to be. Can you see what I'm showing you? This is how it's going to be. Let me push it forward. This is how it's going to be. This is the flap. This is the additional allowance of 0.7. So you place it like this. You place it like this. So this is how it's going to be on the bag. Okay, and again, if you look at this picture, you see that this place is curved and not straight. So to get the curve, what you have to do is get any circular object. Okay, just get any circular object. Me, I'm using a thread stand. So you just place it like this. You just place it like this and curve it. Okay, just place it like this and curve it. Come to the other side and do the same thing. So these are curved. I'm just going to cut it out. I'll cut the other side as well. So this is what it's going to look like. Next part you want to consider is this base. I want to show you something. You see this line in between. Now if you want to get something like this on a bag, all you have to do is cut out another base that had the same measurement with what we have here, which is 3 inches from here to here, and from here to here 6.5. From here to here 6.5, 3 inches, 3 inches. You're going to be placing it like this. That's how you get what you have here. That's how you're going to get it. Okay, now for the side of the bag, using our double face leather, but the length of the bag, that from here to here is 7 inches. So I'm going to be measuring 7 inches from here to here. I'm going to be measuring 7 inches from here to this place, which is here. Okay, 7 inches. Okay, then the width I'm going to be using is 5.2 inches. Now the way I want to do the side of the bag is actually very different. Let me use this paper which I use as illustration. This is how the side of the bag is going to be. It's kind of deep. Okay, this is how I want the side of the bag to be. Now for you to get this type of side, it's not like the other regular side cutting. You can see that bags are different. Okay, so to get this, remember the measurement I have here from here to here is what? Is 3 inches. All you have to do is add 3 inches. That's 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3, which is equal to 6. Okay, you are going to divide this 6 by 0.8. So for example, you are making a bigger bag and from here to here is, let's say, 3.5. You are going to add that 3.5 plus 3.5, which is 7, and you have to divide that 7 by 0.8. When we start making a bag, you understand why this 0.8 division is there. So the length from here to here is 7, and the width, the measurement I'm using is 5.2. So I'm going to measure 5.2 now. Here is 5.2, and another 5.2 because we are cutting the two sides. Another 5.2. Okay. Okay. So down, I'm also going to measure 5.2. I'm also going to measure 5.2 down. 5.2. Next thing is to connect it together. Okay, so once you've connected it, you connect the bottom part as well. This is what we connected just now. Okay, so once you've done that connection, you're going to come down. You're going to come down by 2 inches. You're going to come down by 2 inches. We are trying to get what we did here now. This is what we are trying to get. So come down by 2 inches and come in. That's from this very place. You're going to come in by 1.5. That's here. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Okay, what I did there is like this. You have your side. From here is 7 inches, from here is 5.2. You come down again by 2 inches and you come in by 1.5. So you're going to have something like this. So that's what I'm trying to get. So the other thing we did here, you're going to do it here, here, and here. So once you've done that, you're going to cut it out. So now our back side is ready. This is what the side look like. So we've cut out all the pattern. In my next video we are going to be making the bag. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.